Hey beautiful souls. So I just wanted to share a little video with you around anxiety and how you can help yourselves with it. So I have lots of people that come to me because they're suffering with anxiety or depression, and the healing really helps them. But I like to be able to give people tools to go away with to help them help themselves as well. So some of you already know that I used to, still do, sometimes suffer with anxiety. And it's something that I had all of my life, as long as I can remember. I don't remember not having it, but I didn't know that that's what I had. So it wasn't until after my daughter was born that actually probably about 6 months after having her, that I was told that that's what I had. So I went and saw a counsellor. I had loads of cognitive behaviour therapies, and they diagnosed me with post-traumatic stress, and yeah, it was pretty intense. Like it took over my life, but actually most of the time nobody actually realised that I had it, because I just got on with things because I didn't really realise what I had. But it was exhausting, absolutely exhausting. I used to just be completely wiped out by it. So the reason I'm sharing this today is because I know that at the moment there's lots of you that are suffering that have never suffered. Some of you obviously have been like myself and always had it, and it's rearing its head a bit more at the moment, and I think that a lot of it is to do with the energies on the planet, and obviously the fear that's been pushed at the moment as well. So we need to find ways to help ourselves deal with this. Now, I can pretty much say that I am a bit of an expert in this area. So without blowing my own trumpet too much, I've had to be. I just wanted to share with you some of the tips. Now, my biggest one is the healing and the meditation, without a doubt. Breathing in the meditation. So just really trying to take deep breaths. Now, sometimes just taking a deep breath when you're really anxious and having a panic attack, and panic attacks can come in all forms. They don't necessarily mean to be that you're there sat there with a paper bag really showing that you're having one. You're having it internally, and people may not even be aware that it's happening, but you know it is. So when you're like that, it can be quite difficult to get yourself into that place where you're able to breathe. So what I always recommend is, and this is something that I personally have done and do if it crops up, I absolutely love frankincense oil. I use a doTERRA one, which it's expensive, but it's incredible, and I just put it onto my wrists, or rub it on my hands, and literally I just put my hands over my face and just take in a really deep breath, and I try and draw that breath right down into my tummy. And then on my out breath, I just release all that negativity and all that yuckiness and that tension that I'm holding on to. But like I say, it's not always as simple as how I've just done that, because there's times when you're struggling to take your breath, but the smell of the oil will help you to be able to do that. You can buy cheaper frankincense than the one that I use, but I find the one that I use the most powerful. So there are other ways. I also, during the winter months, I've never been diagnosed as such, but I think I suffer with SAD. When it's dark, when it's not so sunny, I struggle, you know, getting outside as much. And although I still try to make myself, we're not spending as much time outside. It might just be a quick walk or something. So I would I take a supplement called 5-HTP, and it's a nighttime one, and I get it from HealthSpan, and that I find really helps me if I'm suffering at nighttime from overactive thoughts and things like that. Yeah, I found that helps me too. So it's 5-HTP, and it's HealthSpan's definitely the best one. I've tried a few different ones. There's also different teas that you can try. Mugwort tea is excellent for the central nervous system. Twining's calm tea, anything that's caffeine free, I would 100% say avoid caffeine at all costs. Now, I can't even eat dark chocolate without it making me feel anxious. So I don't know if that's because my body is now so clean because of everything that I do that my body just can't tolerate it. But I don't drink any caffeine at all. So even be careful for hidden caffeines, like I say, in chocolates and things like that. That could be something that is even causing your anxiety without you realising it. I'm just trying to think of what else I do. Outside, get your feet grounded. A lot of the time we're suffering from anxiety because we're not grounded, and so hence we're all in our heads. I think I've explained it a little bit in other videos before, that when we're ungrounded, we're all in our heads, so that's causing the anxiety. So what I would recommend is making sure you try and get yourself out there wherever you can, get your bare feet on the ground and really just breathe in. So breathe in right down deep into your tummy, and on the out breath just feel yourself relax, but also draw that energy up from the ground. Really draw it up through your feet, and really just make an affirmation. Say an affirmation to yourself: I am fully grounded, I am safe, I am safe, I am safe. Just like 3 times, I am safe. I am rooted and connected to the earth. Just that affirmation in itself can help you be more grounded. I'm trying to think of any others that I use. There's a supplement called ashwagandha as well, and that's quite good. I did take that a little while ago. I think it worked, so it's worth giving a go, because there's loads of different things that work for different people, and sometimes it's that you've just got to try different things, and it might be that on one day one thing works and another doesn't. But my massive biggest go-to is getting my feet on the ground, getting grounded and breathing, and making sure those lovely smells, those essential oils. Lavender is also amazing. Wild orange, mandarin, and they're very good for anxiety as well. And patchouli is a really good anxiety blend. You can put that onto your feet, because patchouli is a very grounding blend, so you can place it underneath your feet as well, and rub it on the soles of your feet. I am a member of doTERRA, so if you did want to contact me, I can get the oils for you, or it's up to you. This isn't me trying to sell them to you, by the way, so I'm just letting you know that I do them. But you can get any type of essential oils in Holland and Barrett and stuff, but personally they're the ones that I use, and I've used many different oils over the years, and these ones are nice. Young Living are also a nice brand of oil. I think they're a bit more expensive than the doTERRA though. I'm not really sure. I don't use them. I do have sometimes used them, but yeah, doTERRA I personally like. So just trying to think if there's anything else that I can think of the top of my head. They're the ones that are just coming to me. Also, because we're picking up other people's energies at the moment, it's really, really important that we protect ourselves, because a lot of the time what you're feeling might not be your own energies. It might be other people's that you're picking up on. So when you get up in the morning, ask for protection. Now I call upon Archangel Michael and I ask that he protects me, and I ask for a platinum gold dome of protection to be placed around my body, and I ask for a platinum gold dome to be placed around my home, around my family, my cars, and whatever. And but I also, at the end of every day, will do a meditation just to cleanse. And so I do a clearing meditation. I do have a violet flame meditation on my YouTube channel. It's definitely a really, really good one to do if you feel like you're picking up other people's stuff and feeling tired and, you know, lethargic, and there's so much energy that we're taking on at the moment as well. And that, for some of you that are at the moment just suffering with anxiety, that could be one of the reasons why, along with our bodies shifting as well, because these heart palpitations and things that we're getting as well are all to do with our bodies adjusting to the new frequency of energy, so that our bodies can be that same frequency, which actually is a really, really exciting thing, even if it doesn't feel like it to you at the moment. We are moving in the right direction, but part of this is about us learning to take care of ourselves, to listen to our bodies, and to you know, to take that time out and just trust in life. So just if you are feeling this, instead of keeping going like I did, I learnt the hard way, the very hard way, and I wish I had have listened to my body sooner. But then, you know, everything has divine timing, and you know, if this is your time, then this is your time. So but if you need any more advice, I do offer meditations as well, but like I say, there's the one on the YouTube channel, yeah, so just listen to your body. Self-care, 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 whatever it might be, you know, whatever works for you, but just trying to keep yourself grounded and make sure you do lots of breathing. In fact, I might just do a little breathing exercise with you now. So if you just find yourself a nice comfortable position and just take in a few deep breaths. So really draw that breath right down into your tummy. So in through your nose. Really get that breath right into your chest and into your tummy. And on the out breath, just try to release all that tension. Release any tension from your scalp, your forehead, your eyelids. And just keep going with those breaths. Really take those deep breaths really deep down into your chest and your tummy. And on the out breath, just release any tension that you're holding on to. Release any tension in your ears, your cheeks, your jaw, your throat, your neck. Really just feel every single part of you beginning to relax, and just keep going with those breaths, because when we get anxious we hold our breath, and this is what causes our heart to fluctuate, and we get those heart palpitations. And actually, if we just remember to breathe, that releases all that tension and our body can function correctly. So just keep going with those breaths and feeling that body relax. Feel your arms relax, your wrists, your hands, your fingers. And as you reach your chest, just taking a really deep breath, really draw that breath right into your chest and open up that heart center. And on the out breath, just feel all that tension in your shoulder blades, your chest disappear. Feel your spine, vertebra by vertebra, relax. Feel your tummy relax. Just keep going with those breaths. Really keep taking in those deep breaths. And on every out breath, just keep releasing all that tension from all the muscles in your body. Keep going with the breath. As deep as you can, as long as you can take these breaths. Really, sometimes when you first start doing this, you feel like you can't even take a breath, but with practice and lots of breathing and practicing all the time, your lungs begin to expand more and more, and the easier it gets to be able to get that breath down into your tummy. Feel your pelvis relax, your hips, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your shins, your ankles and your feet, all completely relaxed. Feel your toes relax. Just keep going with those breaths and just check in with the top of your body again. Just make sure no tension's crept back in. And begin to notice. If your feet are firmly on the ground, begin to notice roots coming out of your feet. And these roots are going deep down into the earth. If your feet aren't on the ground, if you're cross-legged, just imagine a spiral of roots coming out of the base of your spine, going down deeper and deeper, all the way down deep into the earth, through all the mud, and the crystals and the minerals, going deeper and deeper, as far as they can possibly go. Just take a few more really deep breaths. Remember, on every out breath, just releasing that tension. And when you're ready, just bring your awareness back into the room. And open your eyes. That's just a really short little breathing exercise. But another thing, while I was doing that, it came to my mind that I used to stick just post-it notes everywhere saying breathe. And that would, even in the car, everywhere, it reminds you to breathe, because when we're on the go all the time, we forget to breathe, and this brings on the anxiety as well. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Hope it helps you in any way. If you need to talk or you need anything, as always, just give me a shout. Sending you all so much love and light, and have a lovely, lovely weekend. Lots of love.